Okay, well, that's fucking gay. Hey, everybody. I literally was playing the video just before I hit the live button, and then I went to share and clicked play, and it was just fucking not working. Literally, Instagram. So, right now on Instagram, I can't even access my profile page, I can't access my saved stuff. I finally found one of the posts that I wanted to open the show with. They won't fucking play. It is stupid as fuck. How's everyone doing tonight? Damn. Really gonna be a piece of shit like that. So that video fucking works. Dude, this is annoying. Like, I've literally just been trying to get Instagram to work so I could play a clip, start the fucking show. Oh, Jesus. That was fucking gay. Dude, it just won't play. Jesus, man. All right, well, I'm sorry, everybody. That's stupid as fuck. All right, here, maybe this one. Let's try it.
Is it true you're hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? Are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? Are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? Is it true? Are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? Why are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy, bro? Are you 26? Why are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? Why are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? He's 15. Dude, why are you here? Why are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? Why are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? Why are you here? Why are you here, bro? Why are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? You're 26 years old. Why are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy? Why are you hearing me, the 15-year-old boy?
Heyo. Well, I guess if Instagram's not going to work, that kind of cuts out some of the stuff I did want to show you guys or talk about, etc. But we still have plenty we can go over. We're still voting on clips. Why the fuck is my head inconsistent with the fucking lighting, man? Hold on. What is this shit? It's not that one. There it goes. All right. How's everyone doing tonight? Let me hop over to the chat mode. Bloop. I wish it still did the transitions. It doesn't do that no more. Hasn't done that for a long time. Been shadow banned all day. Hey, DJ Lewis, what do you mean shadow banned? What'd you do? Where'd you go? How'd you do it? Arlene, how are you? Got some hellos to get through. Good enough. I'm still here. I'm glad about that too. Been missing that fine old dude. Yep, he makes me laugh like a different humor. DJ Lewis, I just emailed you a cute joke, says Arlene. What? No, Kai. What the fuck? Good thing I have this bowl of chocolate ice cream with little Reese's in it to keep me distracted. Nice. Yeah, you can't just do ice cream. Like, you gotta throw some M&Ms in there. So, you know what's nice? Even if you got some, whatever kind of ice cream you got, just get one cookie, just a single cookie, and crumple it up on top of your ice cream. That's good shit. It's the equivalent. It's the ice cream equivalent of putting a hard-boiled egg on top of your ramen. It's the same thing. Ice cream and cookies. Yeah, sorry I was late. Like, that shit was just not working on me. Like you guys saw, I tried clicking play, and it like wasn't, like, nothing was playing. The video wasn't. It was just stuck. It was just stuck. I tried clicking the audio. I took it down and brought it back up. Fucking nothing happened. That was stupid, man. And just before, literally, I hit play and I had to pause it. I paused it so that I could play it once I was live. Then I hit play. Fucking nothing, man. Of course, Kai is late. I would think is a clone if he was on time. Well, the thing is, I'm here as on time as I can be, but then shit like that happens. Like, hold on, let me show you. Show you what happens when I try to go to my, and I tried going on Firefox. I tried. This is what I get. I get nothing. I tried going to Firefox. Let me see what's. Oops. I tried going to see, and then another thing. I don't know if anyone knows this here. Down here, there's a more option in the menu. So then you go to saved, so I can go to my saved videos and shit. Still nothing. So I went to Firefox. Like, I was troubleshooting before this shit. I was ready to go before 10 o'clock. And then whenever I'm ready to go before 10 o'clock, stuff like this happens. Oh, let me turn this on silent. Didn't you hear that shit right now? Okay, let me find out. Hi, Arlene. Let me see. Kai trying out as Boomer. Yep, it's Kai, not clone or AI. See, like, I'm actually really good with technology. When shit is going wrong, it's going wrong outside of my control. Otherwise, it's working. For code tutoring jobs, finished a team meeting for code tutoring job. Oh, nice, Babbage Brassworks. Rock and roll, man. Thank you, Arlene. They're so good, I will send it to my sons and mom. Oh, still me. Hold on. Hey, DJ Lewis, good to see you. Yeah, these stupid Instagrams wasn't working. They're a piece of shit company anyway. Fuck them. With friends like that, cookies, dancing, music. The people said they had 10-foot tall aliens in these people's backyard. Oh, you saw that story too. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about here, right here in Vegas. You said they just dropped out of the sky. And there was video of it too. There was police body cam footage and ring cam footage. And like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Hey, what's happening, Hoff? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Kyle would crumble cookies on his cookies. Cookie crumbled cookies. Hoffcast makes both of us some chill and playing some Zelda and supporting my boys on YouTube. Nice, man. Good shit. Yeah, I spent today working on some stuff, or else I would have done a little Zelda stream too. All these little annoyances we go through during our days, like Kai here. These are little jabs from demons to try to destroy a person's good mood. Oh yeah, I get that. I mean, I don't let things really knock me down most of the time. And so this was just annoying, and it just made me late. That's all it is. I'm sitting here trying to troubleshoot, like, okay, if it's not working on here, I'm going to try a different browser. Oh, it's not working on browser at all. Well, fuck, what do I do then? let's see if messages are working. Messages are working. So I accessed one that a friend of mine had sent me that I was like, oh, I'm gonna play this one on the show. But I couldn't get to it. So I just went back to my messages. I don't want to put our DMs over there. So I fucking queued it. I found a workaround, and it still just decided to stop working just before I went live. That's retarded. Hey, Papa Cotton 69, how you doing? Some government dudes will explain it away, and all the footage will disappear. Well, shit's already all over the internet. But yeah, the stuff I think there's no actual footage of the giants of the giant aliens, but there is footage of the thing falling from the sky. So that's out there. That's the thing. You can't really undo that once it's proliferated to a point. And people save it on their computers. People save it on flash drives. They put it up in private servers and stuff. Yo, what up, Sween? I doing the Sween machine. Hey. But yeah, all right, guys. All right, everybody. Let's vote on clips here. Let's vote on clips. I need a second Kofi thank you clip. So it's not just the same one whenever someone sends me a tip. But so I'm not going to vote on that one because I just have the one. Let's vote on some of the other clips. Let's vote on some of the other ones. Let's see. What about like what do we got? What do we got? What do we got here? How about this? Oh, wait. I need to make it a poll. I forgot. I need to actually view thing. All right. Come on, fuckface. Jesus, taking so long. All right. So, all right, y'all. First poll of the night is about this clip here.
How do I reach these kids?
This shit is tripping on me tonight. That took so fucking long to actually go through. Jesus, man. You say praise the Lord and try something else. My hope is it annoys them. Hey there, Hen Solo. How you doing? Howdy, Hen Solo. Bienvenidos a the chat. I said that right, didn't I? Han Solo. Love that name. That's a good idea, though. Just in case something malevolent is trying to get at you. Praise the Lord. Praise Jesus. God have mercy. You're like, does he need to say it every time, bro? It's so annoying. I think he's doing it on purpose. All right. So what do you guys think about...
How do I reach these kids?
See, that time it was instant. It was instant that time. All right. So Cartman, how do we reach these kids? We keeping it, we dropping it. Hold on, I gotta check. I hear a kitty. He's over here crying. He woke up from a nap. Is it National Karen's Day? I don't have any Karen clips. I guess there's that Karen's Gone Wild clip. I mean, I could find that online. Maybe we could play that once in a while. Bring us back to the old days when those things would be on commercial breaks. And we'd watch the commercials like, man, I can't wait to be in college. Then Katrina happened. Thanks a lot, Katrina. Punk ass bitch. Doing good, Kai. At work, have you in the background. Oh, rock and roll, Hen Solo. Well, I hope we make good company and good conversation tonight. We got stuff to chat about. Actually, let me see where's the stuff I have. I had it somewhere. You're not the one. Let me see. Where is it? There it is. There's the math thing. Let me see. Cloning math, Giants, more voting on clips. Possibilities. Yeah, so the Giants thing, I mean, DJ Lewis beat me to that one. Did you guys hear about that? Giants fell out of the sky in someone's backyard here in Vegas. It's like a Mexican family, too. This is a Mexican family. Something about the story kind of doesn't make sense. I don't understand how they didn't get the Giants on video. They had video of them freaking out about everything in the backyard, but like there's no... They didn't get the giant aliens on video. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Oh, Jenny's got it. Jenny's got it. National Best Friends Day, World Oceans Day, Bounty Day. What the fuck is Bounty Day? Corpus Christi International Day of Action for Elephants in Zoos, National Karen's Day, National Name Your Poison Day, National Upsy Day Z. What is all that? Are those all different holidays that people made up for today? First hurricane this season was named Arlene, but they downgraded me to a tropical storm and I didn't get to jack stuff up. See, Arlene, at least it's not like with me when I know it's my turn. When I know it's my turn to have a hurricane named after me, they skip right over Kai, sons of bitches. You know, there's no Hurricane Kai. I had actually a funny response to somebody. It's this girl posted on Instagram this thing about, you know, believing in yourself and doing a thing. She says, "Take the world by storm." And they had just skipped my name in the hurricane naming system. So I was like, I'm trying, but they keep skipping me in the hurricane naming system. There's no Hurricane Kais. It's fucked up, man. It's discrimination. They're like, I don't know where the hell your name came from, but it sure as hell wasn't America. That there's Indian or Native American or Hawaiian or something. I don't know. Maybe it could be some kind of Asian, but could be some kind of Asian. I don't know. I ain't never heard of no Kai in the Midwest before. Actually, I know a Kai in the Midwest. Damn it, woman! Why you gotta ruin all my logical deductions? It ain't. If it ain't Butter's video, I vote no. Butter video matters. What? I don't. So you vote Butter or no Butter? Butters, I should say. They blew the levies of New Orleans. Oh yeah. I don't. That kind of thing would not surprise me at this point. Now that I've learned how certain things in history have actually gone down, that would not surprise me at all. Hey everyone. Hey Michael, Evan, more music. Don't think I've seen you here before, but bienvenidos and welcome. We were kind of talking about giants falling out of the sky and hurricanes, the hurricane naming system. And now we're, I guess, dipping into a little conspiracy talk. I've never actually heard anything related to this theory here, the Sweet Machine. But just knowing certain things, once you know certain things, you can't look at history or current events the same anymore. Engines form the wagons into a circle. Here I am, Rock. You like a hurricane. Here I am. Rock, you like a hurricane. The lack of punctuation didn't help. Elroy Shredding. How you doing, man? I'm sure there are more. Just type it into Google. What is today? You get the date and useless information. They blew up the dames during Katrina. Hey, oh, hey, Boosh. How you doing? Lil Wayne speaks of it. Oh, Lick Wayne. Really? Lil Wayne talks about it? I've heard that it sounded like big booms, but then I'm like, well, but that's what it sounds like when some shit like that gives way. You know what I mean? It would sound like a huge boom. But it's held like all this time, then all of a sudden multiple levees fail. There is something very suspect there. Mikey's my friend. Oh, Mikey's your friend. Ah, rock and roll. Elroy. Welcome, Mikey, friend of Elroy. Descendant of the Moors. Musically inclined. The levees were in disrepair for a very long time, and the money spent to fix them, didn't go to fixing the levees. Okay, see, that's a theory that I am like when people go, "Oh, it's a conspiracy." I think to myself, it could just be incompetence. It could just be incompetence, because every time there is incompetence, you know what we get? An actual conspiracy, because then people are trying to cover shit up so that they don't get in trouble. And then we get the runaround. Oh, it's this person's fault. Oh, it's that person's fault. Well, this person was supposed to do it. No, Bob, you didn't approve the thing. And then it's just a finger pointing fest. And then everyone's just pointing fingers, and you end up with an actual conspiracy. Someone, hey, cover that shit up. We didn't do that. And then that's what happens. So whenever there's an event like that, either it was the result of a conspiracy or the beginning of one. Don't pay attention to thing I type, Kai. I a wee bit stoned. I'm stoned too. I'm stoned. What are you talking about? You're stoned, so I shouldn't. What? Are you crazy?
How do I reach these kids?
Ooh, and it looks like 8 votes are in. Does anyone else have a vote they want to throw in on that clip of Cartman? Because it's at 62% right now. It's going a certain kind of way. I'm Cherokee. Y'all keep them wagons away from here. Offcast is the mentalist. What, we get better reception that way. Boucher, man, I know we've had our issues, but I think we could make amends if you're open to it. No hard feelings here. See, that's nice to hear, Off. Thanks for putting that out there, man. They came in mass to grab the guns. Exercises. Sus. They came in mass to grab the guns. What, after Katrina? Oh, I didn't think about that. The guns. I always thought Cartman was saying he geeks. Oh no, he says, how do I reach these kids? Come on up here, Sanji. Yeah, there you go. There you go, bud. I got a kitten in my lap. Yeah, you guys want to see it? Hold on. Kitten in my lap. Yeah, you do want me to pet you then, huh? Kitten in my lap. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, relax, okay. So cute. I love it. Here's a conspiracy. Prominent President Trump donator and his entire family meeting in DC, all killed in a freak accident when a plane lost control and crashed directly into the building. No shit. That's crazy, bro. When the fuck did that happen? There is a long track record of literally self-destructing or staging a derailment or disaster because it's easier to pay out lawsuits than to dispose of or repair whatever it may be. Man, that is fucked up. That's the thing people forget about when sometimes I feel like when they're talking about conspiracies and motivation and all this stuff. It's weird I mentioned that to Kai like 3 months ago, Hoff. What about Puma Punku, 15,000-year-old launch pad for spacecraft? Yeah, you guys want to look at Puma Punku? Let's talk about some impossible math after that. Oh, you're looking at your sister. You guys are like gonna start playing now. I thought you were all cute on my legs, but now you're gonna go play. Oh, yeah. Now they're playing. They're not playing yet, but they're like. You know, they're inching towards it. Oh yeah, this place. This place was crazy. Repair, not disrepair. What? Oh, I see what you mean. Or repair, whatever it may be. Why didn't you just pick up the cat? Because he was all snuggled up here on my lap. It was cute. I wanted him to stay snuggled up. I might pick him up now just because I want him back on my lap. Hey, dude, do you want to be up here with me? Also, if I bring him up too high, he might want to come up on the desk and start climbing on the keyboard and shit. I think my exact words were, I was apparently a jerk, and Hoff was an even bigger jerk. McFadden, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. I'm glad to hear that, and I apologize if I offended you. No one else was killed. It happened 2 days ago. Hey, everyone. It happened 2 days ago. Oh, man. You got a link for me so we could look at it? Because, yeah, I remember, like, earlier this year, like, Clinton aide died on an airplane when they hit turbulence. She was the only one that died. She like broke her neck or something, but like, oh no, we hit turbulence and someone who knows stuff about the Clintons died. Weird. That shit, it's at the point now where like someone who knows the Clintons could die of natural causes and everyone's gonna go Clintons again. Well, no, when they finally they're in court for it all, and they're like just naming all the people that they murdered. No, that one wasn't us. No, that person just died of natural causes. Yeah, that one wasn't us. Bro must have crossed Bill and Hill. Peter, hello, Boosh. Hey, Peter. Mikhail Wolf, hello, everyone. How you doing, man? Good to see you, Peter. Welcome to the show, brother. I'm more of a burn it down and rebuild it kind of guy. By the way, well, no, never mind. I'll take care of that later. I have too much stuff I'm transitioning through right now. I'm gonna catch up to the chat and then check the poll real quick. Then Biden FBI records showed up, and New York was like, "Quick, charge Trump with something. Jesus, anything, charge him fast. Charge him for fuck's sake." Yeah, right. As soon as anything happens that like incriminates the Bidens, they immediately do something to make a story about Trump. Squeeze the cat, it might poop. No, they're bigger than that. They're bigger than that. She's so cute. She's back in my lap again. If she gets up though, I'll show her off on camera. Yeah, I'll find something, Kai. Boost, check out Larkin Rose. Let me see. Kai airing it out like Amish panties. Clinton side in Oxford Dictionary yet? No, cats do not belong on tables, desks, kitchen countertops. I have rules, you know. I just don't like when they type on my keyboard. Because sometimes they click shit, you know, close me out, back me out, etc. Kill everyone, God will recognize his own. They have new indictment as of today. Yeah, I know. I heard a guy today rehashing Joan Rivers' sus death after saying publicly that Michelle Obama was transgender. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that recently on here. I saw the video of her. Oh, sorry if I woke you, buddy. I saw the video of her saying that, and she's like, it's fine. It'll be all right. And then she kept going, okay, the kitten's getting up, so I want to show off the kitten. Show off the kitten. Kitten. Hello. Kitten. Yeah, I know you want to go down. Okay. Kitten. So yeah, we saw that video here on the show recently, where she says that, and she's like, she kind of pauses. She's, it'll be all right, It'll be all right, and moves along. But it was not all right. She died 2 weeks later. So yeah, Joan Rivers put him on blast and got suicided. Yo, CBS, CBS, NBC, CNN, ABC all scrubbed the story. Whoa. Yeah, they don't cover the shit. They don't, if it's not in the mainstream, most people don't hear about it at all. At all. And then when you tell them this happened, they go, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. What are you crazy? You're crazy. That didn't happen. Well, yeah, you don't do any fucking research. You just listen to CNN and Fox and go, Fox is stupid and CNN is right, and that's it. Like, and if no one else talks about it that you know of, then you're like, well, it didn't happen. Funny, Brandon says he's going to do a thing, then it happens. The media, yeah, nothing to see. Nord Stream. Yeah, right? He literally admits things that they're gonna do on camera in front of everyone. Hey, Courtney, how you doing? You have to be careful because they will look at cat porn. Oh, cutie pie. Yeah, he's so cute. Miss you, buddy. You want to come snuggle over here? Come snuggle. Hers was 1,000,000 years old. Yeah, but she died under mysterious circumstances in the middle of a surgery she's had a dozen times. Yours is twice as big as my kitty. Bring on the jokes. Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. I think, well, hold on. How do I, that's not the one I meant to go to, but whatever, we're here now. All right, so all right. No matter what language you speak, the easy-to-use genital selector lets you pick between rabbit, dog, and horse to identify compatibility. There is no need to get emotionally invested and all the way to second base only to find out he's too big or too small. Yeah, so there you go. However big your kitty's at. I don't know if it fits into the dog, rabbit, or horse category, but those are your options. DJ Lewis. Anyone thinking CNN is news needs to be dismissed as a drooling idiot and never spoken to again. Yeah, it is kind of at the point where it's a little bit ridiculous that people actually watch that and go, yeah, oh my God, this is real. What's happening? What I'm being told, it's like it's such absolute bullshit that people that it's their only viewers are people who do not double check anything they say. It wasn't even a surgery, it was a routine lip injection to maintain that crazy face. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't even a surgery. Routine lip injection? Yeah, no, she got Alta F Ford. The only thing I can find is that she was adopted at 40. Who was adopted at 40? Normies don't know about what's going on because regular people don't have the time. Normies are concerned with their bills and their lives, not trying to figure out how criminals run the country. That's true. That's true. But if they know these things are a thing, like their lack of investment is why things are the way they are, you know? And if they at least outsourced their information gathering, then that would solve a lot of their problems. I don't have a lot of time. Hey, bro, can you tell me the things that, like, I don't trust the news? Can you just tell me everything? And you can show the articles, you can show the stuff. That's what we have on YouTube. We have people that go, hey, here's an article in a local paper that didn't get picked up by the big news. They didn't get picked up by CNN and Fox, talking about how this person connected to this politician died mysteriously. But YouTubers fucking do that. The CNN and NBC, no, they're going to prevent you from seeing those stories. This is why so many people are here now. BRB driving home. All right, Courtney, we'll keep you company, girl. Oh, and there was a ghost plane crash. Not much else I can find on this. What the fuck? I can't imagine dating now. Date someone a while, decide to get intimate, and they have the wrong parts. No, thank you. Well, CNN, they have the wrong parts. Okay, well, CNN has been proven wrong on literally every story they've produced. It just takes a few days or a week, but it's all proven wrong. That's insane. Every single one. I would figure maybe a fluff piece or two might be legit. Yo, Kai, you fucks with old Greg? No, it's with the shade with the word, yo. What are you talking about, Lisween Machine? Fucks with old Greg? Who's Greg? What shade? Sheeple don't want to live in the terrible truth. Yeah, they'd rather just believe everything's sunshine and rainbows. The MSM inoculates people against the truth by giving them the illusion they're informed. As Mark Twain said, how easy it is to make people believe a lie and how hard it is to undo that work again. No. She was having operation to her vocal cords. I swear that's what I heard way back then. Believing the news like sheep, James Corbett of the Corbett Report speaks of expertology. Larkin Rose recently spoke on expertise, propaganda, peer pressure, and the veil of authority is all it takes. Yeah, dude. Propaganda, peer pressure, and the veil of authority. That's crazy, man. Hey, Sween. All right. Let me look at I caught up to the chat. Let's see where we're at. All right. It's a 58% drop. So I guess that's the end. Let's watch it one more time, folks, and say goodbye.
How do I reach these kids?
Man, goodbye, Cartman. We did Tiger Dillo, right? Tiger Dillo stays. We did Tiger Dillo. All right. Okay, guys. Pretty sure I know how this one's going to go down, but I'm going to vote for it in the interest of fairness. In the interest of fairness, we're voting on this. Here we go. Vote.
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
What?
You fucking cockfucker? What the fuck you think you're doing?
Sneezing.
Fucking filthy, dirty, fucking cockfucker.
Oh, wait. Oy, oy, oy. Damn.
I think he left a note. Shelly, did they find that note?
No, but they will in a minute.
Oh, let me guess what it says. Life is bullshit. I can't fucking take it no more. Signed, the dead guy.
Hey, that's good, Doc.
No, he says, how do I reach these kids? He says it throughout the episode. Confusion. Chances are that was a lie anyway. That's true. It could have been a lie. Like, there could have been no surgery. But they're like, she was scheduled for surgery. She got a surgery, yada, yada, whatever. Want to have your mind blown? But how much we're lied to? Search Susan Lindauer. Why does it sound familiar? Those Indian parents real quick. Expanding reality always posts. Oops. Always posts his videos kind of late in the day, huh? It's like it's up right now. It's so weird. American journalist. Oh, probably got Alt F4. Or did you know she's still alive? Cool. What about her? I googled her. Now what? There's just a bunch of stories about her, about someone who's still alive. So what am I supposed to? Come on, man. Don't just say shit like that. Give us a little more. She was incarcerated in 2005, released next year. 2 judges ruled her mentally unfit to stand trial. The government dropped prosecution in 2009. Published a book about her experiences. Has appeared frequently on television. Oh, okay, so she got straight silenced, like acting as an unregistered agent, charged with acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government and violating U.S. financial sanctions during the run-up to the 2003 invasion of Iraq. She was incarcerated in 2005. Okay, so for doing investigative journalism, she was incarcerated and then deemed unfit for trial so that it wouldn't have to go to court because it was clearly illegal. Okay. Okie dokie. That makes sense. At least she's still alive, but like that's super shitty. Book and subsequent claims. Okay. Self-published a book about her experiences. Linda wrote that for a number of years she had worked for the CIA and defense intelligence agencies, undertaking communications with the Iraqi government and serving as a back channel in the U.S. government negotiations. In October 2020, she denied being the author of Markovian Parallax, Denigrate Usenet postings of August 5th, 1996, which have been described as the internet's oldest and weirdest mystery. A different Susan Lindauer had been a graduate student at the University of Wisconsin at the time of the posts, and her email was the one spoofed in the message. In a Daily Dot piece about the story, Lindauer was described as a purveyor of sundry conspiracy theories, from a locker bite bombing cover-up to 9/11 trutherism and a full-blown celebrity among certain members of the paranoid class. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Everything CNN produces concerning politics or national issues are all false. They will try backtrack. I know they got caught literally saying that they were BSing a lot of, they were just making stuff up to get ratings and stuff. But they will try and backtrack, claiming opinion pieces to prevent lawsuits, but the damage is done. Yeah, that's nuts, man. I laughed historically and hysterically when I first saw that sneeze clip. I laugh every time I see that sneeze clip. Whistleblower, I don't laugh anymore, but it's still a great string of profanity. I seem to recall Eric Snowden trying to warn everyone about the Democrats. Oh, my mind blow was long ago. I am without mercy or empathy. No, that lie is a lie. No, that is a lie. A fat fucking lie. There's America for you, free speech, right? She did nothing wrong but know the truth about 9/11. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's what happened. She knew what actually happened and put it out there. She speaks of 9/11 hijackers having FBI money and tutorage. Oh, okay. For the simple price of a bullet a day, you can make a liberal go away. Well, the FBI is corrupt. A lady did a video with the proof of a conspiracy, the chicken houses burning and shortages. She disappeared off YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. All the videos are gone except clips people downloaded. Wow. That sucks. I wish I'd like to see that, all that stuff. That's really shitty. BlackRock owns everything, but Rothschilds own everything else. What's left over for the Saudis? I've not heard about Lockerbie for a long time. James Corbett and of the Corbett Report has covered her in his 9/11 whistleblowers documentary, I think. And the passport thing, free clearance for the hijackers and other sketchy characters, but we get harassed at TSA. Free clearance for the hijackers and other sketchy characters, we get, yeah, right. She was the first victim of the 9/11 cover-up. She was the second American to be charged under the Patriot Act. They tried to chemically lobotomize her while detained. She was a CIA asset to Afghanistan. Yeah, that's what's it called? She was a loose end essentially for them. And yeah, that's what they do when they arrest people under false pretense. They try to chemically lobotomize them. They feed them chemicals and drugs to make them loopy and fucked up, and then hopefully, in the way they see it, by the time that person's out, they're too messed up to actually be functional. And no one's going to listen to somebody like that. According to Scoop, in a 2008 hearing, one of Lindauer's associates testified that she had mentioned an imminent attack on Manhattan with airplanes in 2001. 2008 hearing, one of Lindauer's associates testified she had mentioned imminent attack. Okay. Arlene, can you name a channel with that? The Chicken Houses. She knew about 9/11 in April of 2000. Unpatriotic act. It was nice knowing everyone. We're all dead or in jail by the weekend after this stream. The Screen Machine, the only part I know of that is left in on off grid with Doug and Stacy. I will go see if I can get video title. I know where I was on 9/11. Yeah, on a plane to go watch my son graduate boot camp. I knew it was Bushy did this, and I was very, very angry. The Clinton administration knew about 9/11. She said it was common knowledge among the CIA. That's crazy. See, like and those are the things that everyone, yeah, that a lot of people who understand the way these people work, like even for those who just intuited it, we just intuitively knew that oh, this doesn't just happen, you know. Sometimes it was right away, sometimes it took years, and just watching things play out that so that you go, wait a second, did someone do this shit on purpose? Like not like they say, but like in a different way, in a shady way, doing it on purpose. Like give those people the ability to make that happen because we have enough security. I've seen enough action movies to know that as soon as an airplane's off course, they're like, hey, we're going to scramble jets if you don't get back on course. Like, no, there's a lot there that as you start going through it, why didn't this happen? Why didn't that happen? Why didn't that happen? Why didn't that happen? Why didn't that happen? It starts to paint a picture. So it's the stuff that all of us figured, but yeah. Let me see. Common knowledge. The CIA dismissed it as nonsense when things were leaked. Of course they did. Yeah, Lindauer is a true patriot and an American hero in her own right. The guys that worked at Area 51 say they had all the memories from that time they worked there erased. Yeah, it's a different level of secrecy, bro. That's the people that have when you're working in those in like let's say when they were just doing experimental stuff, yeah. But like once you get into the really like the next level experimental stuff, the super secret stuff, they have the technology to erase memories and whatnot. But they're not going to give that technology to the fuckers that are, you know, hiring people to fly airplanes into buildings. They're not. They're on completely different levels. So they're not going to share that. They're going to go, even if they know it exists, they're like, hey, guys, can we like borrow that real quick? Fuck off. And then they're just going to go their own way. No. Then they're going to get in their spaceship and they're going to fly away. the FBI guys are like, oh, man, I want one of those too. Yeah, well, you don't get one because you're a fuckface going around doing fucked up shit. Then again, those other guys probably are too, just in their own way. My dad used to always say if 9/11 was an inside job, there would be whistleblowers. There were hundreds of them, all slandered and silenced and slaughtered in some cases. First responders, namely. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing that people like, and people will know that people are being silenced, and they'll still say, well, like, okay, one person that you know about. There's others. If there's one person, it's worth looking into further. Kind of like what they are feeding the population chemical or chemical food. Yeah, chemical food. I knew it as soon as I saw the video the first time that day. I knew then, and we'll see if I am right. Guys should go to Area 51. What I mean, like, what's the? But why? There's a lot more. There's actually enough desert out here that's close to that. What's it called? There he goes. My hook feels a little better when I run my fingers through it. I could feel the hair pointing the wrong way. So there's that guy. Have you guys heard that story about that guy who just explored the desert here in Nevada? He'd just go hiking. He'd be like, "Oh, hey, look at these animals." He'd make YouTube videos about his time out hiking, and he knew nature. He knew the environment and stuff. Then he found a cave with a weird sound coming out of it. He was like, "Yo, guys, I found this cave, etc., etc." And he people were like, "Yo, go back and find that cave. That shit was cool. What is it? What could be in there? What's in there? Like, make a video about that." And he's like, "All right, I want to try to find it." There was a comment that said, "Don't go in that cave. You'll never come back out." Then that comment got deleted, but that comment got deleted, but the guy went and kept searching for that cave until one day, apparently, he found it and was like, "I'm gonna go back in and see what's up." I'm gonna go back now. I know where it's at, and I'm gonna go in. But he didn't make no more videos after that. That guy disappeared. So there's stuff around here that's connected to there. You know what I mean? That that you can explore. That you might die from. You might not. But I'd rather explore some other stuff. Maybe I'll have some aliens fall in my backyard. Oh shit! Smack the microphone. Maybe, come on. There he goes. Maybe I'll have some aliens fall in my backyard. Right? It happened recently. It could happen again. Compartmentalization. They do that. Compartmentalization, inner circles within inner circles. You only know what you need to know. The janitor at Area 51 gets crayons and coloring books every Christmas because his memory has been wiped so many times. His name is Hodor. My dad used to take us to Vegas every time they dropped an old casino. I've seen a lot of controlled demolition since I was little. I knew that was a work the second was a work the second the first tower came down. Same, bro. Like back then, Fox used to have those shows all the time. It was like every week, every day. It was all the time they had that show, like the 10 craziest demolitions. Yeah, woo! And then they would just have random, just all day. The whole episode was demolitions. They talked to the demolition crew. They're like, "See, you gotta do it like this because for safety and stuff, or it doesn't hit any of the buildings." Bless you. Doesn't hit any of the buildings around it. Yada yada yada. And so like they'd explain all that stuff, and then the whole show would be demolitions, boom, demolition, 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 demolition. There was a shit ton of it until that happened. I think you didn't see it no more. But same thing. When I saw it, I was like, well, that's awful lucky that I didn't hit any of the buildings around it. Because according to those shows I watch, because I'm a teenager, I watch the Man Show and the Demolition Show. You know what I mean? So, according to that show I watch, they have to actually plan that very precisely for that to happen. They have to put the dynamite in just the right places, or else they'll hit a building right next to them. And like, they got hit only on certain angles, like a Jenga tower. You know what I mean? If you got hit, if your Jenga tower is weak here and here, how is it going to fall straight down? Insider trading was off the hook on that day. People knew hours beforehand, no charges. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. It's part of Nellis Test Range, Nellis Air Force Base. What is part of that, Elroy? Oh, Area 51? It is? Aren't they separate things? Point of 9. Point of 9/11 was Building 7. Oh, yeah, the building that nothing happened to, but it collapsed anyway. 7 held more gold than Fort Knox ever saw. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, the whole World Trade Center and the part of the Pentagon that was hit had very convenient stuff. Pentagon had the books on those missing trillions they spoke of on September 10th. Yeah, that's right. There was a huge, I forgot, it was a huge cover up too. There was a lot of money that just got disappeared that day. I watched the second plane hit. I watched it happen. That wasn't a controlled explosion. A plane literally crashed into Tower 2. Yeah, we're not denying that happening. We're not denying that that didn't happen. We're denying the we're saying that structurally speaking, there's no way that that plane caused a building to collapse from its base upward. If you hit a building up here, it's not going to start collapsing. The whole thing is just going to go boom. That's not how it works. It's not physics. Rumsfeld said that. It takes weeks to set up. There is photos in film of explosives in one of the towers before the incident. Oh, crazy. Barry Jennings worked in Building 7 and was trapped inside it by bombs going off before either tower came down. Part of the whistleblower documentary by James Corbett. I remember that, Sween. Doug and Stacy's video is gone too. Gonna see if I can find more. See, that's the thing. When I find certain videos, I screen record them or I download them. If I can't download them, I screen record them because I'm like, I don't know, something about this. And if it's disappeared, I've got it. But I haven't seen too many of those. You know, it's really rare when you find a video that you're like, I might want to save this one. Doug and Stacy's video is gone too. Tower 7 was showered with debris from the explosions out of the backside of the tower. Several other buildings caught fire. That controlled explosion video of Tower 7 did not appear until several days later. Yeah, I think everyone was a little busy. Saw it live. Everyone did, Boosh. Pancake Theory is doo-doo. What is that? I sub to Douge and Stacy's Arlene. If it was an organic failure, it would have buckled at the point of damage, not collapsed like a house of cards. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how to screen record. Download OBS. Planes did hit the buildings, no denying that, but burning jet fuel doesn't melt steel and concrete to lava and keep burning for a month. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That doesn't happen, especially when after that, you've got people coming up to the holes, like leaning on it and shit. They're like, yo, can we get a rescue? Up here. You guys see me, right? Yeah, you see me. That guy sees me. Yeah, that guy sees me. Yeah, they're coming. Cool, cool. Shit's kind of hot. No, that's ridiculous. My theory, 9/11 started as a slumlord scam. Both the Twin Towers were nearly empty. Larry Silverstein was losing money. Then a 3-letter agency got involved. It's, yeah, a lot of things very convenient all at the same time. Hey, so we want to do this thing. We notice you've got, yeah, because he took out an insurance claim just not too long before that, huh? That's a slumlord scam. That's a good way of phrasing that. How often would a large building hit by a large plane collapse straight down and happen twice in a row? Yeah, and there's not that much space between those buildings and the ones next to them. Like that's very precise. Not several days, several years later. Didn't you say days? Oh, no, you said years. Yeah, you said several years. Okay. Well, bro, if it happened, it doesn't matter when the video surfaced. But yeah, we were just talking about how things were suppressed for so long. I guess we could dive deeper into that one specific aspect of it, but when you're looking at the big picture, it doesn't change much. I watched it live. Everyone did. Skipped college to watch. I was at school when I found out it happened. Like, I didn't, because at the time we didn't have television. So I exercised, and I, went to school. And then I was chilling there early, waiting for people to show up. And then people start coming in. I start seeing people. And then my buddy Jeff comes in. He's like, "Hey, did you hear they bombed this building?" I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah." People flew planes into it. I said, "Did they fly planes into it or did they bomb it? Come on, bro, be consistent." He's like, "No, they." And then so I was fucking with him a little bit. He's like, "Whatever, never, you'll see." All right. And then people come to school and the chatter was different, And I was like, "Oh, something did happen." And then, he called it the World Trade Center, so I didn't know what he was talking about. And then someone was like, "The Twin Towers." I was like, "Why didn't you say that?" Near free fall speed into its own shadow. Nah, dog. Yeah, I know, right? Like, how do you look at that and not knowing physics and not understand what you just saw? Elroy, look up Susan Lindauer. Your theory is off. That's wild, Peter. I was but a wee brain. BAME. B-25 crashed into the Empire State Building. It just made a hole. Twin Towers had even more steel. Dang, a B-25? That's nuts. Yeah, that's the other thing people pointed out. Like, planes have crashed into buildings before and they were fine. Elroy, there were dozens of birds hit with the stone. It was wild. All morning, the media were talking about secondary explosions and secondary devices planted in the buildings. By supper time, those phrases were never used again. Yeah, right? Yeah, I remember all that stuff. They were talking about all those things. There was also a bridge where some people were planting explosives, and not the tunnel one, that's different. There was a bridge where people were planting explosives. They got caught. They had connections, like people put their names out there, and they had connections and stuff and then they were set free and everything was quiet. We didn't hear about that again. That was all just washed away. It's like a couple of people got caught doing the inside job thing, and because the first thing already happened, everyone's on high alert and so everyone's like, "What the fuck is that guy doing?" And then so they got jumped on. So that foiled the tunnel thing, that foiled the bridge thing, and then we didn't hear about those anymore either. The tunnel thing you hear about sometimes, but not from the news. Never hear about that. Thermate. Because of the location of the Twin Towers, the buildings were specifically designed to withstand a direct impact from a commercial airliner. Yep. Yeah, and the truck with bombs pulled over on the Brooklyn Bridge and other trucks with residue elsewhere, the moving trucks, they never brought that up again. Yeah, they never brought up how it was a massively coordinated operation that couldn't have just been a few guys, because that's what it became. The story became, "Oh, it's just a few guys that did a thing. They're connected to this group." Nah, bro, that was the whole thing. Physics don't change. Free fall is 120 feet per second per second. Those towers fell 119 feet per second. Right? And they'll be like, "See, your theory's wrong. You're stupid." What? Fuck off. I was working at Desert Honda at the time, was watching Customer Lounge. There's no way. How did we get, we just veered hard down this topic. There's no way it was a blood sacrifice or that Larry Fink bought extra $114 million on insurance in case of a terrorist attack 2 weeks before that day. I remember them talking about car bombs. Yeah, if people were really interested in justice, they wouldn't have voted for war so quickly. They would have gone, hey, and investigated these things. They would have been watchdoggy, but they didn't. Everyone just fell for the propaganda. I remember them talking about car bombs, dancing Israelis. Yeah, that's crazy. A B-52 didn't go all the way through, but a jumbo jet did, blasted straight through the building. Weird. On 9/11, I learned that there's some person or group who can tell the media to shut the fuck up about something, and they'll all do it. Yeah, we learned a lot back then. Maybe the planes hitting the WTC were CGI or something, because they made a lot bigger hole than the Empire State. Well, they're different planes, though. You got to look at the dimensions of the different planes that hit them. Because also the materials are different. Look at, for example, a car modern day getting in an accident compared to an old car that was all steel and shit. Now the cars are made to crumble to prevent damage. So different engineering kind of creates a different effect. Very well, Bush, considering the damage a plane takes from a single goose. Someone explain the tunnel thing to me. This is new to me, I think. Oh, so there was a truck, and so as soon as everything happened, the planes hit, they shut down traffic. They shut down traffic in and out of Manhattan immediately. That happened. They went stop all the cars everywhere in and out, and so at the entrance to not even inside the tunnel, but like going into the tunnel, a truck got stopped, and then cops were going through the tunnel, checking all the cars, they were just looking for everything. Like I said, everyone went on high alert. And so when they saw the cops coming, these two dudes ran out of the truck, and they ran away. And so they went and approached the truck, and the truck had explosives in it. So they were going to bomb the tunnel that would have then collapsed that tunnel and cut off that tunnel between New York and Jersey, I think, or something. So that's the tunnel thing. But yeah, that one. So that one was another part of it that didn't go through. So that's why it just ended up being the planes, because it was going to be the planes and the Pentagon, because it was going to be a lot bigger than that. All right, someone explain the tunnel thing, and we kind of did. They use concrete barriers for airplane safety testing. The wings get ripped off. Yeah, Papa, gotta be CGI. Watching that plane debris blast out of the back tower too. Greetings, Silos. 100% Boosh. It's interesting how Pharma Truth was popular in like 2006 to 2015, then war and 9/11 Truth became acceptable. How Pharma Truth was popular in like 2006 to 2015, then war and 9/11 Truth became acceptable. Now everybody is on that train but won't check out Pharma. Weird. Yeah. It's kind of gotten to the point of like where people kind of accept that there was something fishy about it, but everyone's too lazy to do something about it, and are also too lazy to realize the psychological operation happening with pharma and stuff. The physics of the planes hitting the buildings is wrong. It's cartoon, it's Looney Tunes. That's not what would happen. I believe that definitely at least one did hit. Like it's that shit was on video, like legit. That like at least one of them was real. Okay, here's the thing. Actually, I don't doubt that planes hit, except for the Pentagon. Fuck that. No no debris. There's no debris, and people described essentially a drone, even though all the camera footage was taken. They took all the camera footage in the area. They confiscated it, never released it. But people described a drone, and drones weren't as in use back then. We had them, but they weren't used as abundantly. We started using drones more over the course of that presidency, of those next 8 years, and Bush got in a lot of trouble for using drones. They were like, "Hey, this is like a war crime, bro. What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Hey, ain't no war crime that I ever seen." and so so he was getting in trouble for that shit. But that's why people didn't think drone back then, because it wasn't widely known that we had those, but we'd had them for a while. There were no planes. They put the planes in the video. Hey, Silos, we should talk to Spielberg. See if he used some Jurassic Park stuff to create the planes. Because, dude, JP was awesome. We didn't see anything close for over a decade. JP? No plane wreckage or even evidence of a plane at both Shanksville or the Pentagon. See, Kai, this is why we need a new mystery cult. We remember these things because we were there, but what happens after we are gone? Mystery cult, you mean like secret organizations? Or like yeah, what do you mean? I think this kind of thing will persist. People will tell stories. My grandpa said, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But you're right. That is a good point. Like we were there experiencing it all. We go, no, we remember this happened. You guys deleted it, but it was there. In real life, aluminum plane rolls up on the building. Only the nose could penetrate the building. Is that a kitten? Hey, dude. Did you want to? Oh no! He was meowing for me. Well, no, he came right here. I had to pick him up, and then you said that and pulled him away from me. Oh, no. You don't need to do that, but the kitten, I was going to love on it. A single person cannot stand on the wing of an airplane. It'll break. But they cut through steel and concrete like a hot knife through butter. Wait, what are you talking about? I can't stand on the wing of a plane. There's no way it's that weak. What pop? I've met a lot of engineers. Airplane wings are insanely flexible and strong. Yeah, I've watched them bend at the Dulles Annex at almost 90 angles. Yeah, the wings are those things are engineered that there's no way this is accurate that a person can't stand on the wing of a plane. I've watched them bend at the Dulles Annex. Let me see. Man Ray Arlene says, sadly, it will be all forgotten and a new history will be written and taught. Eventually, monuments will be altered and removed, cleaning up the real truth. Yeah, it's like right now we're just learning about things from the 1800s, from the 1600s, from things that we just didn't have access to, that the history's been rewritten. But then we look at the thing and it says, these people are all talking about giants. What the fuck is going on? And then you go and you read more and it's all over the place. It's just not what we've been taught because it's not what came down the pipeline, you know? It's not what we were given. We have to go out looking for it. It's out there though. Is that why there are, but that's why our history is so, we think our history is what it is, but most of our history is a lie. So much of it. Is that why there are clear warnings on the wings of airplanes? Do not stand. Well, there's probably a lot of good reasons not to stand on the wing of an airplane, especially once it starts moving. Also, if you fall, you can get blown away by the jet or sucked into it. All the amateur videos was really produced in a studio. They had the okay, I could see that being the case. Cause I mean, phone cameras weren't really that much of a thing back then yet. They really weren't a thing. Like you had to have a camera. So that's very reasonable. But there were witnesses that saw it. There are people that say, I was standing over here, I was standing over there, I was standing over there, I was standing over there. And so if we're using our own awareness, our own observation and judgment to determine what happened, and our own witness accounts like we were just talking about, we all know because we were there, the people that saw it, we can confirm, okay, so definitely that happened. You know what I mean? They had the live already and ready already the day before. That's why the lady messed up and said building 7 had fallen and it was right behind her, not fallen. I guess they rushed the script. Oh yeah, that's true, huh? Yeah, there's like, we can't underestimate how much really was prepared. But the thing is, if people if they made that because they needed that to so people could see it, because they can't rely on somebody having a camera and just being out there. They're unless they hire a guy like, hey, go like hang out here near these buildings and like just record stuff or record like give people a thing to do that the reason they're there with a camera, you know what I mean? But then they're relying on those people unless they're insiders too and they're like pretending they're acting out their roles like, oh hey, I happen to have a camera, I caught the whole thing, here's the video. No. But that's a good point because it would have taken time for that video to get to news unless the news people rushed there because there was some time between when the first one happened and then when the second one happened. So there could have been time for news people to get there. But I feel like we would have gotten different angles, different videos if that was the case. It's not exactly like I don't know. It's been a while, man, honestly, since I've talked about this particular event. There was wreckage at the Pentagon, not of a plane. There was no plane wreckage. Are you kidding me? Look around. Look at the pictures. The Benevolent Society for Super Brainiacs, that's my club. The Pentagon was very sketchy, not a plane in my opinion. There's no freaking plane damage. And all the witness accounts do not, it's not a plane. They were like, it was like a really small plane. But if you look at how big a what is a Boeing 747, if you look at how big those are, and you put it next to the Pentagon, and you go, how much damage would this cause if it flew into it? How much wreckage would there be lying around, etc.? You know, there would also be maybe unless he flew directly into it, did he drag on the ground at all? Like what? There's none of the things that could have happened line up with what you can see. Yes, there was wreckage at the Pentagon. My late husband saw part of an engine being loaded on the truck. Part of an engine. The drones have engines. But what's it called? That's so that's a thing that could be faked in order to support, to create an eyewitness account of that. But if you look at all the videos of that day where they're there, you can see everything. There's no airplane wreckage anywhere. Airplane hitting the WTC should have been something like a beer can filled with gasoline smashing into a brick wall. That was a fire, George W. Impersonation. LMAO. Oh, thank you. The wall still stands. At least 50% of the airplanes would end up on the street down below, and it didn't. Kai, I mean, the cult of Mercury order of the Hulodius kind of thing. Wisdom must be passed on or it dies. Are you talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender? The Order of the White Lotus? You mean like that? We're missing a very important thing. Big conspiracies don't work. You're talking about what, a few thousand people involved in just the WCTC attack, and several agencies, also the Terrys. That's not true. That big conspiracies don't work, because a lot of big conspiracies have been true. Look at the Titanic. There's conspiracies around that one, and you go, oh, well, how did that happen? Like, there are different interests at play. Some people are being deceived, some people are being let in the know, etc. And they know when it's something that big, people don't need to be told, hey, if you tell somebody about this, if you tell the cops, etc., you and your family are gone. You're all gone from history. You go, okay, yeah, not okay. So I'm just lucky enough to know to stay away from there. Got it. Like, they can't do anything, And also on that scale where you have that much, let's say, enforcement power, where you hunt down and incarcerate and drug people, and you can change the laws. Like, people don't fuck with that because there's no winning. People don't want to. So no, that's a very illogical conclusion, that because it involves so many people that it won't work. Doesn't matter if 9/11. Look at the Philadelphia experiment. Look at the A bomb. All of that involved on layers of isolating information and then bringing it all together. Like, that kind of thing happens all the time. Doesn't matter if 9/11 was faked or not. The only thing we know for sure, we were lied to. Yep. Being okay with this, then everyone at the Pentagon that day has to be part of it, and every CCTV camera has to be in on it, every news organization. Boosh, did you not hear the part where they confiscated all the CCTV cameras in the area that day that caught the plane hitting the Pentagon, and none of them have been released? Did you miss that part that I mentioned earlier? Did you selectively not hear it? Because, yeah, all the CCTV cameras from that have been confiscated and never released publicly. So, yeah, also, no, not everyone at the Pentagon has to be part of it. Only certain people have to be part of it. And the news organizations, do you trust them really with everything we know now? And we also know how easily people fall in line when there's an attack, or when when that shit. They just fall right in line. They go, "Hey, this is a national security issue. Don't talk about this anymore, okay?" "Oh, yeah, you got it." And they don't talk about it no more. And then it never comes up again. You're making a lot of assumptions, Boosh, without looking at any of the logical things that we actually already know are to be true, or can deduce from the things that we know are true. I saw the video from the guard shack at the Pent. Miss L, no plane. That wing of the Pent was mostly closed off for some lie or another. Yeah, I hear there was a lot of records in there too. There was certain records in there. I don't remember what they contained, but I remember that. Believe me, when Rosie O'Donnell was a 9/11 conspiracy theorist, I thought it was stupid and nuts until I talked to my cousin, a very high-end architect. White Lotus. Yeah, okay. I meant there was solid wing holes in the buildings. When someone is traveling fast, it's going to make an impact. What is dumb is the pancake theory, the complete structural failure from one impact. Oh, yeah. That is stupid. That's what it's called, the pancake theory. That is absolutely dumb. It does not make any sense. It doesn't hold any bearings in structural stability. No, a lot more people than that, Bush. Now, if you told me Bush knew the attack was going to happen, I'd agree. They let it happen. I will agree. Definitely Cheney knew it. Okay, how about this, Bush? Cheney was in charge of running drills. In fact, he took command of running drills with the Air Force that day. And when they got this real alert of a plane being off course and shit, he prevented them from responding to it. So, how about that, Boosh? One, said Lisween. Sorry, spelling is hard sometimes. How is new history being recorded technology, and who is controlling technology? Not us. Arlene is correct 100%. Giants on all continents. Oh, yeah, giants were everywhere. And I think giants actually still are everywhere. Maybe not everywhere, but there are places where they are, and they're hiding, just living their lives. Maybe even, I wonder if they gotta move, like teleport to another dimension, or if they're just here in the depths somewhere. My late husband had to work in the Pentagon that day, but was running late. Wasn't in the building yet. A plane went low over him and he heard a crash. He did not see impact, though. Witness that heard explosions, something Hit the building, probably a very large cruise missile. Yeah. See, that's the general consensus, is that it was a big missile. There is a bunch of people who had cameras in their hands. It takes months to rig a casino for demolition. Imagine how long it would have took to rig both those towers. Yeah, and to do so more or less in secret too. You can't underestimate the level of evil they go to. They hate us all, and I bet they all still laugh behind closed doors. Yeah, well, look at what came as a result of that. Look at the wars that happened. Look at the changes in the laws. Look at the laws that got swept under the table. Like right now, we all complain about what's it called? The terms of service and stuff. But they were trying to standardize that stuff back then. There was a lot of things, but instead we got the Patriot Act. There was a lot of things that changed. Power dynamics changed. Money changed. A lot of things changed back then. The military and industrial complex got kicked into high gear. Our peacetime, we were in at a time, the world was at a time of more or less peace. We also, as a country, were kind of at peace, even though we're kind of fucking around here and there in some other countries. But all of that ended. Now, look at how much money the weapons companies are making after that. And then oil, like there's a lot that stacks into that. Sorry, not both, all three. You can't underestimate the level of evil. Takes both of these towers, all three. True, but well, the third one was little though. True, Papa, but the elevators in both buildings just underwent repair. Yeah, so that's how I could see that being under the guise of like, oh, we're repairing the elevator shafts. They're actually just rigging the elevator shafts. The catcher's mitt. I'm not kidding you. I've been there, lived and worked with people who were there, had friends who were there. People in my uncle's building remember how low flyer went away from Reagan. Remember a low flyer well away from Reagan. That was the cover, Sween. Sween Machine. Yeah, that was the cover. There's another line of physics, and planes are flying too fast at sea level. 500 plus at sea level is impossible for those airliners. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to actually get to my impossible math article because I'm behind in the chat. So I'm going to change the name of this one. I'll talk about this on another day. Today's just all conspiracy talk. And you got to realize all these contractors involved a very low life. They've all been blackmailed, have lots of dirt on them, and they're on drugs. Yeah, true. They get people that are controlled to do a thing. Everyone 8 stories up or higher in the Arlington area must have been paid off with that Tower 7 gold. Yeah, the so-called amateur video, when tracked back to the tower to the owner, was always somebody working for one of those major networks. Kennedy assassination was just declassified and no one cares what was revealed. Yeah, right? The CIA, well, wait, it was declassified? Because remember Kennedy, the candidate that's running right now, was discussing that. He was discussing what the CIA did and their involvement and whatnot. And so, dude, we should talk about this on Monday. The Kennedy assassination declassified. Hold on. Kennedy. More reason to make stuff up about Trump. Hey, Zorro. Buddy. What's up, dude? How you doing? Oh, sorry, did I scare you with the foot? You want to play around a little bit? the feet scare you guys a little bit, huh? They play with them at night though. The cats will jump up and like claw at my feet, and I'll jerk at night, like, oh fuck, like I'll wake up a little bit because they're playing with my feet. So if you guys are getting yourselves smacked with my feet, that's your fault. You shouldn't do that. It's your own fault. Okay, so yeah, bro, send me where you think is the best deconstructed what we found in the JFK files. All right, cool. I'll have to look this stuff up so we can talk about it. Here's another thing. Go find your favorite go find your favorite flight simulator game where you can fly to the Twin Towers and try to hit it. You can't. It's so impossible to 1 in 1 million. Fuck that, I could do it. Also, think about this. If you've got I remember teaching myself to fly a biplane in a flight simulator as a kid. As a kid, yo. I taught myself to fly a biplane. But when you have autopilots that will steer the plane for you, you can tell them, you can plot a course that it will follow, and then like imagine if they just put it in. I guess we didn't have USBs back then, but imagine you just put in a virus and then okay, there we go, it's gonna fly it. There, it's done. Then they might not even need hijackers. They'd probably still use them anyway. Put on a show. We can believe that planes hit and it still be an inside job. There is still hokey crap, lies, and unnecessary death. Yeah. Big conspiracies work. Exactly, Bush. That's what happened. Where's Bush's last thing? You really think the Pentagon only had one grainy security camera? Yep, just like the Manhattan Project, no one talked, just like the pedophile rings, just like the Epstein, no one talked. Secrets all over. Secrets are all over the place. People don't want to die, so they don't talk. Exactly. There are so many huge secrets that people know, and once they learn, they go, "What the fuck?" Yeah, everyone knows it. Even Joan, what's her name? Joan Rivers? No, that's not her name. That when whoever we were talking, her. She said everyone knows. She says we all know it. Everyone knows it. So it was everyone knows it by the time she's blurting it out. Oh, I'm listening just fine. Y'all aren't listening. You're saying like everyone's near, everyone has to be in on it, and I call BS. We're not saying everyone that's near has to be in on it. You're saying that. Guy, there's no winning. Well, with the mindset like that, of course there's no winning. Well, no, I'm saying that's why people just don't say anything, because that's the mindset. They go, oh, there's no winning here. If I do this, that happens. If I do that, this happens. If I do that, these things happen. If I do that, these things happen. And I don't want anyone I love to die, so you keep quiet about it. They prepped the story with the first CC attack. I remember that attack. Oh yeah, I remember that. It was in the 90s. They did an underground thing. In the parking structure or something. The Pentagon is covered in cameras. We should have the Pentagon hit from every possible angle. Yeah, but of course, all of that video is confiscated and locked down indefinitely, and all of the CCTV video near it that saw it on the path and everything, all of that got confiscated and locked down forever. So I hear you. I understand completely. Everyone I met in Maryland, DC, Arlington, all lying to my face. No, Bush, we're saying that shit actually happened, but there are all these elements that are being ignored that point to who actually did things and what actually happened. Like you're not getting it, Bush. You're getting stuck on something really simple here. The rest of, I'm pretty sure everyone else here is on the same page, whether they agree or not. Everyone understands the discussion. In 2001, CCTV cameras and tech like that sucked compared to now. You have to keep that in mind. 7 years, they all oh my God, Bush. General public had shitty cameras, not the Pentagon security system. It's easy to get people to do evil, money, or death. Republicans, Democrat is just an illusion for us. There is no division in DC. It was also, this is false, Bush. These people were majority Democrats. They hated Bush. That wasn't how people thought back then. back then everyone was like, oh well, Bush is president, you know, yada yada yada. The left versus right, the Democrat Republican thing grew as a result of that presidency. It was a missile shaped exactly like a plane, according to dozens of people. I lived for 7 years. Talking about the Pentagon here, the Bushes and the Clintons are the same team. Yeah, they are. No, Papa, regular citizens, Democrat voters, Jesus. I think about how much freedom Americans willingly gave up as a result of 9/11, and the Gov now knows that terrorizing us is what it takes to remove more and more freedoms. Yeah, and so now we're seeing a rise in terroristic activity all over the country, huh? School shootings and like just violence all over the place, everywhere. So that they can just take more and more. Mockingbird started when television started. CIA was part of every newspaper and television station. Those are CIA. Well, it is old enough for that. Those are the ones who believe the illusion. We are under a dictatorship. We just won't admit it. They can and do pretty much what they want when they want. 5 buildings went down that day. Nobody mentions that. The illusion they saw with their own eyes, I guess. At this point, conspiracy theories should be called oracles. Papa, give everyone in chat a timeout so Kai can catch up. Dozens of God, Boosh, you're not getting it, bro. You're like trying to explain multiplication. You're like, but addition. Cheney was a skull and bones, as was Bush. Very bilk cabal, huh? Yeah, they were all like in the same secret societies and stuff, Skull and Bones and whatnot. It was redacted as fuck, but there's enough to figure it out. Yes, and they did a full elevator renovation, so-called, just a few weeks before 9/11. Swear the whole building was empty. They're working on it. The Kennedys are one of the 30 families. Yeah, but they're like the family from the D clan that they don't go along with the thing, you know. So I believe there was definitely government at work on that day, but I do not believe that thousands of American citizens are lying to each other about it. They are fooled by government charades. Yeah, agreed. Exactly right, Roy. Kai said flesh, light, Freudian penis. I meant Freudian slip. The Pentagon hit, if done with a commercial airliner, is even more impossible, even for autopilot. I don't the if done with the commercial airline. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one for sure. The Pentagon one would have been super ridiculous without, like I said, without dragging on the ground, like just a straight shot. It's tough. Wish there was a flesh simulated. I would pick Lohan and Kesha. Yes, that was Joan Rivers. I liked her. She's very funny. People have been talking about Epstein since the mid 90s. When everyone, well, look at Prince. Prince was singing about it in live performances in the late 90s. The late 90s, bro. When everyone that knows a secret is compromised with the threat of blackmail, it's easy to keep quiet. There's a reason for Epstein's Island. Yeah, right? You said there was no plane. They said there was a plane, so they're all lying. You're not following me. Are you talking about the fucking Pentagon, Boosh? Because I said that at the Pentagon, no. Otherwise, yeah. It's a cover story. Bush people bought into it. Playing with their eyes. Kind of plane did they say it was? Well, now you're lying. They all hated Bush. Yeah, as a result of that presidency. In the beginning, it wasn't hate. The general attitude when people got elected was like, oh, well, they're the president now for the next however many years. But the actual paradigm shift where it's, oh, I hate that guy, that Republican, yada, yada, that didn't kick in until the end of that presidency. And it was amplified by the way things went down after that, by Obama and then by Trump. Like, it's been because they've been specifically playing on that angle. Bush was seriously hated. I remember the hate. Yeah, he was hated by a lot of people in the end. Like, it grew over time. In the beginning, pretty much everyone was on the same side. In the beginning, everyone agreed, okay, we're good, we're all the same. Like, no one really was shit talking him, except for the whole, like, what the fuck were you doing in the classroom just sitting there? Like, what was that response? You know what I mean? But over the course of things happening, it got to that point. In the beginning, it didn't start off like that. It didn't start off where people had that hatred for him, you know? Doing a smaller passenger plane. They didn't hate Bush. You're still not answering my question. You're just repeating whatever you think, Bush. They didn't hate Bush. Old lady Bush is Crowley's daughter. Yeah, I didn't get it. I don't know anyone that liked Bush. It's one thing to spot something that looks like. I remember the Dixie Chicks getting shit on because they hated on Bush one time. It's one thing to spot something that looks like an airplane. Another thing to accurately identify it. Yes, correct. It could have been some kind of remote control device that resembled a plane. Yep. Kai, you're not listening at all. Well, everyone else here we all seem to be clicking. You're the only one that seems out of step. Corruption started in 1963. JFK, the bad guys won. I call them ADG, the Alan Dulles group. They took over the CIA. At Peter White, red markings. You're right. Okay, everyone lied in my face. They never saw a plane. They're all in on it. Yada yada. Kennedy said the same thing Alex Jones does a week before he was killed. Good thing some random madman took out a president who was a tinfoil hat wearing loony, huh? If you're going to do, yeah, right. Like Kennedy says it, and everyone's like, "That guy knew. That guy knew. There was some deep, dark stuff." Alex Jones says it. They're like, "That guy's crazy." Bush McFadden, if you're going to do a mission like that, obviously you're going to make it look as much like normal plane as possible because you know it will be seen by the public. Thank you, Peter, for explaining the obvious thing that everyone else here understood implicitly. Man, Maria Hope says, DJ Lewis, that's what they say. I am a fan of Crowley. Yes, he was disgusting, degenerate, but he really did his homework. Arlene, when Bush was elected, he lost clients because we lost clients because we voted Bush. Wow, really? That's crazy. I don't think I met anyone in DC that liked Bush. Some people kind of tolerated him. DC is the most fucking polarized political place in the fucking country. Many people, I was despised him, yada yada. Lots of people, and you can't judge everything based on DC. That's the worst way to. People who judge the political situation of the country according to DC are the dumb motherfuckers that write all these political opinion articles that are completely out of touch. Lots of people in the DC, MD, and VA area really hated him before he was elected. Like I said, Kai, when you ask a question and I answer it, you think I'm responding to something else. That's why I said you aren't following. I said people saw. You said they took the CCTV. Yeah, the people saw. Okay, I see what you mean. But what did people see? Like what they saw, the descriptions I have heard from witnesses at the Pentagon that saw the Pentagon thing fly by essentially described a drone. But there was no one knew what a drone was, Bush. No one knew what a drone was back then. So they described a plane-like thing, but no one knew what a fucking drone was. And a drone is not that far off from looking like a plane. Why would you tell people who you voted for? I voted for Trump twice. Only my family and one friend knew that. No way before that, Elroy. The real corruption was directly after the end of World War II with paperclip. We didn't have to tell them. We were so obviously conservative. DC is the most polarized. Yeah, where do you think the Pentagon is? Not everyone in the entire DC metro area works for the government. It wasn't hard to grasp, I know. Well, even if they don't all work for the government, it's still a heavily polarized area. Everything I've ever heard, anyone that's ever gone to DC goes, holy shit, yeah, everything here is political. Everything here is whether or not you're left, right, yada, yada. But everyone went to Herbert Walker Bush's senior funeral, and Lindsey Graham hugged Huma Abedin, Clinton's aide. They hate Bush now because of this. I voted for the piece of garbage. I started my extreme disgust with all of them that day. All right. So, what did I put for the title? Talking Possibilities. That's the one that took over. Voting on clips. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, so Sneeze is a keep. 60% keep. I feel like certain people, some people are voting to troll. Like they're not actually voting for what they like, because the Sneeze had a lot of downvotes. And I know everyone fucking loves a Sneeze, you know? So how about this one? All right, how about this one?
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, Ted?
I do. But more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves. You know?
Okay.
Love Ted Lasso. Who saw the finale of Ted Lasso? Show was freaking awesome. I went to Herbert. Let me see. Yeah, cut up. Keep the Sneeze. Yeah, Sneeze he wins. The Sneeze wins. Let me see. I got some short ones here we could vote on too, real quick. I have never seen that before. Never seen what before? That clip? Really?
That's spooky.
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, Ted?
I do. But more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves. You know?
Okay.
Democrats very, very passionate. Love them with every ounce of their being. I live this, and people are telling me, nope, no, wrong. Yeah, that's the thing. As soon as you said you were in DC, I was like, oh, okay, well, that changes everything, because the region that you're in heavily changes the political climate that you're accustomed to. In California, for example, that wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing. It is nowadays, but it wasn't back then. Because there was a mix. There is a mix in California of red and blue. There was a mix of conservative and liberal values, kind of sprinkled all over the place. So California's never had that issue. That's a new clip. It's an old clip. I've had that clip forever. I've played it a few times when ghosts are involved. Politicians hate and point fingers at each other in public, closed behind closed doors, make deals with each other and not for the good of the people. Yeah, exactly. It's all in self-interest. That Huma Abedin is a messed up individual. Cool, that's twice. Peninsula, penicillin, pen, Pete, people per pinnacle. Oops, I messed up. No P. Rhode Island is a very blue state. Let me see what we got here. Hey, Vigilante Williamson is live. I'm getting to wrap up. That's good timing. That's good timing. Let me get the link so I can send you guys over there after the show. They do a whole lot more than make deals behind those doors. All right, so it looks like y'all aren't digging the ghosts clip from Ted Lasso, even though it's funny.
That's spooky.
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, Ted?
I do. But more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves. You know?
Okay.
All right, if anyone else wants to vote, do it real quick, because so far the answer is so But yeah. I'm going to close the poll in a second. DC is so liberal, it makes Chicago look red. Never seen that clip. I have played that clip before, yo. That is not a new clip. Is not a new clip. Got 9 votes. I think one more vote will tie it up. But we've got 13 people. We got 13 people here. If we can get a couple more, we're good. Otherwise, it's goodbye to that clip. California is now 100% Democrat, fascism, no Republicans alive. I live here. Yeah, where do you live, Elroy? Because I'm from there, and that's absolutely not the case. If you're in LA or San Francisco, fuck yeah. Surrounded by those people. They're everywhere. It's disgusting. But if you live, let's say, out in maybe even in San Diego, if you're out in the desert, if you're in Fresno, if you're in in the farming area throughout the whole central region, if you're in San Bernardino, nah, bro. There's a lot of conservatives out there. My mom wanted to wear her Bush Cheney shirt to the National Mall. Everyone we met said no. Don't have the time. Pop Cotton has a link for us. Let me see what that is. Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks for that clip. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Papa Cotton. Like Arlington would be okay when some yelling curse words. Chicago makes fine pizza. Ew. California has more registered Republicans than any other state, but ballot harvesting is a thing. Yeah, ballot harvesting and gerrymandering. I do enjoy a good deep dish from time to time. Man, I really like good Chicago style. All right, so everybody, I'm going to close this poll. It looks like we're saying goodbye to the Ted Lasso clip. Let's play it one more time for old time.
That's spooky.
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, Ted?
I do. But more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves. You know?
Okay.
All right, goodbye. All right, next up. Oops. This will be the last one for the night. All right, here we go, y'all.
Boost around the area because they have a full weekend, then a day, and then the 4th of July. Here's an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of fireworks to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Mikhail Wolf likes the ghost clip. Sorry, Mikhail Wolf. Where do you live? That was mostly a joke. Yeah, Redondo Beach, but moving soon to the desert. Yeah, see, you're gonna find more blue where you're at. I play. Where in the desert are you moving, by the way? I play video games sometimes while this is on, but I think I'd remember Ted Lasso. Giggle at giggle at the weather boy. Yeah, I love that even the fucking cameraman starts laughing at that one. Wow, 7 votes, unanimous. I'm just gonna end that one now. Unanimous keep on Weather Boy. I need to play that one more. I guess. All right. Let me see. Okay. Oops. Damn it. Go to poll. Okay, this is the last one because that one was fast. All right, and I'm playing the next one. What do you guys think about that?
The man in the black sombrero. This is Zero?
I am certain of it.
And the hideous dog you refer to must be my wife, yes?
I fucking love that movie. Weather Boy Kicks Ass. All right, cool, cool. I live in Texas. Oh my god. So the hideous dog you were referring to must be my wife. Oh my god. All right, we're coming up on 2 hours. We got 5 votes in. Let's get some more, folks. Let's get a few more votes in on that clip. If y'all want to see it again, let's do another.
The man in the black sombrero. This is zero? I am certain of it. And the hideous dog you refer to must be my wife, yes?
All right, so Boosh remembers that clip. Hey, Kiefer, how you doing, Keith? That's a long way to go for some pizza. I want to go to New York for some pizza. That shit's bomb. All right. So, the hideous dog is my wife. Hideous dog wife wins. That one stays. That's a keeper. At 75%. I will vote on another Zorro clip tomorrow. Do one more. Which one? Ah, there we go. All right. And
Category is people who annoy you.
Niggers! Huh? Oh, naggers, of course. Naggers. Right.
Can we cut to,
oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Yo, Chet. Slap the fuck out of him. I don't get it. Never tell a man that his ugly wife is ugly. I make pizza. That's a long way to go. Butters should be the only clip. The joke is I'm fat, and fat people love to get it. Get it. I remember that episode. That was such a good episode. I said, I like Chicago style, man. It worked. I should keep all of the South Park clips. Ooh, she said Chicago pizza. Well, one of the South Park clips got voted out earlier, so, you know, it's naggers, of course. I guess I wasn't paying close attention. Oh, did I not click the button? An error occurred. Oh. Let me try refreshing. I'm sitting here thinking you guys are voting. An error occurred. I guess we're done voting for tonight, folks. We're done voting.
I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt.
All right. I guess that's it. Good night. It's been fun. Love to eat. Wait, there are actually 2 Butters clips. There's Butters from South Park, and there's Butter. Oh, Butter, the Butter clip. What in the butt? I thought you were talking about the Butters clip the whole time. I miss words when chat moves. Professor Chaos. Ooh, that's what I could do. I could mix the Butters. I could mix the Butter video with clips of Butter talking, being all Professor Chaos. I could. Oh, I'm gonna try that. We saved Butter on Monday. Yeah, butter is safe. Butter is staying. And you know what? I'm playing butter before I play the credits and walk us out. So this is good night, everybody. Hugs and kisses. I will see you soon. I will see you Monday if I don't do any game streams between now and then. But take care. Have a great weekend. And thank you specifically also to my Ko-fi subscribers. It's very helpful and it means a lot. It really means a lot. It's encouraging to me to keep coming back here and doing this. So thank you. And if you want to subscribe to my Ko-fi, there's a link in the description. Just scroll down, it's right there. And go subscribe at the cookie level, the butter level, or I mean the tennis balls is a little much for most people, but that one was requested, so it's there. But if you want to go for it, go for it. You be one of my tennis balls, buddy. But cookie and butter are a little more within reach for most people. So thank you all for the love, for the support. I appreciate you. And let's rock the fuck out for a minute.
You're the reason why I am my way. You're the reason why I rip my shirts, why I eat at the buffet. Butter, you got your very own kind of nice. We all live inside a butter world. Oh, butter. Gonna eat it by the stick tonight. Gonna eat out this world. Oh, butter. I'm about to take a bite, 'cause I want that salty cream. What I dream about all night. Butter dreaming. I'm about to take a bite, 'cause I want that salty cream. What I dream about all butter.
You're better than this. Join us. Use your powers for good.
Heads up.
Be a superhero.
Does it feel you treat me like you do?
I'm gonna be the king of the pirates! You hear